Welcome back to another video, guys. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on the campanita. And I want to share the biggest mistake ever that I did as a young contractor. Let's hit the intro, guys. Hey guys, welcome to another remodel. We are in another remodel. Keep watching, keep watching. So there you guys have it. No.
Well, you haven't started the video.
That's the fastest video I ever did, guys. Before we get into it, right, I wanted to share, right, if you guys watched my first video, I got into carpentry with my brother and stuff like that. And my brother is Angel Garcia, and he taught me construction, carpentry. While I was working with him, I already told him that I was gonna venture out and do my own thing and stuff, and, you know, got his blessing, right? In one of those weeks, an opportunity came. A certain person said, hey, listen, you know, we're gonna be doing this Dunkin Donuts, and we need a carpenter to come in. And I said, well, I'm licensed and I do have insurance, and yeah, oh, that's great, that's great. He didn't kind of care about any of those things. He just wanted a labor price. Then I came in with someone else, another carpenter that would help me out, because I was just, you know, I was just fresh, new. And I was doing little small jobs, doors and windows and little moldings and little handyman stuff, but I wasn't doing real big construction work, right, at that time. So it was considered my big first job, and it was my big first commercial job. So he showed me the plans, and he showed me the layout of where the walls would be, and the washroom, the break room, where the bathrooms and males and females bathroom for Dunkin Donuts would be, all the seating areas and stuff like that. And I asked him, what did he want me to bid on? He says, we just want you to bid on demo, bid on, you know, framing all the walls in metal studs, installing 5/8 drywall, putting in the drop ceiling. We're gonna be doing FRP. I didn't know what FRP was. They wanted FRP panels to be put in the bathroom. And if you're in construction, you know what FRP, they're the white grilled type of panels. So if you're able to, you know, if they dirty the walls, you can wipe them down. You had to do that in the room where they wash the dishes and everything else. We didn't do the tile work, so we didn't do no floors. We installed all the doors, all the door bucks. They had to be steel door bucks, and then we had to install a two-way door. And I didn't know what a two-way door is. I've seen a two-way door, but I've never installed a two-way door where the door comes in and out both ways. And that was a challenge for me at the first time. We've been in business now 20 years, but I'm gonna say this probably happened around 18 years ago where we did this job. My biggest mistake was this, that whole scope of work, drywall, we even had to do wallpaper. I never installed wallpaper, I never hung wallpaper, but we had to do the wallpaper, we had to do painting, we had to do moldings, we had to do the doors, drop ceiling. They built their own counters. They had a different team that comes and build their own counters. We didn't do no plumbing, we didn't do no electrical. Somebody came and did the sprinkle system. So our portion of the work, and I am gonna say that area, if I know it was over 2,000 square feet, I'm gonna say it's closer to like the 3,000 square feet where we had to redo everything. I said all this, right, because I was young and dumb and naive. And as a young contractor, you think you know your numbers, but you really don't know. And I didn't know my numbers. As a contractor, I didn't. I knew what I wanted to make per day. So I factored what I wanted to make per day, plus the other carpenter, and we put it in together, add a little gas, add a little toll, because it was all the way from, at that time, it was from Livingston all the way down to New Brunswick that we was gonna travel every single day. And you know, we factored in that we was gonna be able to do that job in 30 days. We'll be in 1 month, make the money, and we'll leave. And what happened was they never told us that, oh, this is by permits. You gotta stop, you gotta go, okay, framing inspection, okay, electrical inspection, plumbing inspection, okay, fire inspection. We kinda didn't know, and like, oh wait, but we're ready to go. So that took away from us in the labor portion because we were not consistently there. The other thing is that the ceilings at that time were like 15 feet high, and we had to start to install the drop ceiling, and bringing down the drop ceiling all the way down to 8 feet. That means we had to drop down the ceiling 7 feet. So we kind of didn't really factor in that. And what happened was that in the second week, moving forward and framing things out, my carpenter gave up. You know, my business partner at that time, carpenter that said, let's do this, we can do this, we can make some money. And he's like, we're never gonna finish. And then for the money that we're making, we're not really making any money. And after we did the math, we was definitely under. And we figured it out that by the second week, we were definitely going to be here about 3 months worth of work doing everything. It was not going to take 30 days. It was my biggest mistake ever because I calculated at that time that the labor and everything was going to cost us about $12,000. I didn't calculate. I'm going to need special tools. I didn't calculate, just in case if a tire broke down within these 30 days. I didn't factor in a lot of little miscellaneous stuff that I needed to factor in. The guy gave up. He says, no, you know something, stay with the job. You can do it. And I had to go there every single day as per allowed because of the inspection. And I had a friend at that time. His name is Elias, and he would come and help me out late at night. So from 6, he would go. He would frame homes from 8 until like 4. I would pick him up and he would be there at the job. So I would take him with me from 6 until almost 6 o'clock at night. We ate Dunkin Donuts every single night, right? Because the other Dunkin Donuts was down the block and they were the only thing that was open for 24 hours. And he extended his hand to me. I never forgot what he did. And he got recompenses after I grew in my business and stuff like that. But he was able to help me to do the job. But after like 30 days into it, I spoke to the contractor. I said, dude, you're basically ripping me off. And well, that was the price you gave me. I said, who can do this job? No one can do this job for $12,000. No one. This job is about $60,000, $50,000 to $60,000 in labor without quote unquote, without any type of materials. And then he would send me out to go get materials at Home Depot. I would have to go and pick it up. I never factored all that money. So I was spending time, gas, money, and all of that. And the guy, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now that I know, the guy just tricked me. He knew what he was doing, and he got me for like nothing. Not even, he got me pennies on that job. I stood with the job. I fully finished the job. I did it. I was proud of what I did. It was an accomplishment. Did I lose a lot of money? I did. Money, headaches. But I'm glad that Elias came and helped me and extended because I was frustrated, right? Helped me do everything, even wallpapers. We didn't know how to install wallpapers, right? So what did I get out of this, right? If you're a young contractor and you're following my channel, right, you're gonna make some mistakes, right? But what I want you to know is you gotta know your prices before you give them out. I was a young carpenter / contractor in it, and I thought I was gonna make good money, and I didn't make any good money, but I did get something. I got experience. So I always took that, what I should have made, 50,000, to what I really made was really nothing, and turn it into experience, right? Did metal studs, did drywall, did drop ceilings, wallpaper, all the moldings and everything, installed steel doors, did the two-way doors. I did so many things in that, and I learned something else, that when they wanted me to do another job, I said no. Because I knew that the malicious behind them, that they were just really trying to hire workers. They were not trying to hire a contractor. But I lived and learned. So I hope that this experience may be inspirational to you to always do your numbers, so you can always get your numbers right. Because at the end of the day, every contractor and every homeowner knows that a contractor has to make a profit, right? You're in a business to make a profit. You're not here to be somebody's hourly worker, right? You're in there to run a business, a legitimate business, to make a profit, pay your bills, pay your insurances, and so forth and so forth. So there you have it, guys. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to turn on the campanita. Once we hit to 3,000 subscribers, we're giving away a free BMW. My camera guy's BMW. Keep watching.